quite the predicament. It's never been a predicament because I can just say I never said that. You know what I mean? I did prepare a whole doc because my memory is very, very bad. So I have all the changes that I know of on a document. So I can kind of go off of those and talk about them. But I was hoping the patch notes would be released so that I could go through the entire thing. I'm not gonna go into the like weapon damage specifics just because all you gotta know is that a lot of them are changing by like 1 or 2 damage, and the recoil is a little different. You have the graph? Oh yeah, you sent it to me, that's right. I am gonna start this off though. If you don't know me, my name's Rain. I'm here sometimes. I just work here. Um and I play a lot of Apex. So, any questions before I kind of start with the vague things? Leak patch notes. I don't have them. I don't have the patch notes. Would be great if I did. I'd be very happy. Okay. First thing we're going to start off with, there are no sear changes. Everybody cry. No sear changes this season. But there will be in the future. Next up is going to be weapon arsenals. Weapon arsenals, for the people that don't know, there are going to be a bunch of these arsenals across the map with all the different calibers, and you will be able to choose what gun to pick out from that caliber. So if it's light ammo, you can pick out of any of the light ammo weapons, which I think is a little RNG based because it's per game. You want the visuals? I got you. I got it all. Here's the doc. We are here. Weapons still be on the ground? Yes. There will still be loot on the ground. That would be they did a test, I wanna say 3, 4 months ago with loadouts, like Call of Duty did, and it only got through 1 playtest. It was that bad. So, I wouldn't expect something like that where you spawn in with guns, but I think the arsenals will just help you with getting a gun off drop. It just depends on, which one is which. Because you could get no arsenals or you could get 2 arsenals. I don't know if you can get 3. 2 to 3? Okay. Is it guaranteed? I don't know if it's okay. I wasn't sure about that. You can also get upgrades. The upgrades I think will be pretty cool. So think of it as like an assault bin, but better. Because we assault bins were already kind of good, but now you can get more of them. Next is the weapon changes. Everything is changing. And then we have the most useless I think the most useless thing ever to be added to this game is lasers onto the car SMG. Most useless thing out there. It already has some of the best hip fire accuracy in the game, easily. Fortnite upgrade station, yes, that is actually a great example. Consistency, I mean, the car is the most consistent gun in the game, I think. It's better than the R9 for many reasons. Volt? Well, Volt laser, yes, but if you're talking about overall consistency, I think the car will be the best. They also posted the visual clutter change. I don't really know the best way to explain it, but they basically just reduced the muzzle flash on every gun. So you don't have to worry about blinding yourself every time you look at your gun. We all love seeing. Now, this is the change that I'm very excited for. Helmets and armor. No more helmets. No more RNG with picking up helmets. Unless it's the red helmet. You don't have to worry about any of that. Headshot damage is now consistent with everything, which is right here with the headshot multipliers. Now you don't have to worry about, oh, do they have such and such white, blue, or purple helmet? It's just Kraber buff? I'm not sure. Is it? Because if they're changing the headshot multipliers, it might be different. Technically, yes, Kraber buff? Okay. It would definitely be worth the try, too. Seeing, because it's, you don't get the helmet or the headshot reduction anymore, but they changed all the headshot damage. If it kills at 225, holy shit. That would be kind of crazy. But with the headshot changes, it'll be very nice because of this here, which I will highlight. You can't get red armor anymore unless it's from the new mythic helmet, which is very rare, and from, as it says, the care packs and mythic bins. So I would say one or maybe two teams a game will have a red helmet on one person. No Kraber nerfs mentioned. The Kraber's a pretty balanced gun now with the headshot changes instead of it one-shotting, everything. I don't have the damage chart in front of me. It might be. Healing changes. I have the specifics for this. You can stack 6 in your inventory now like the old days. These got reduced. Cells are, instead of 3 seconds, or 2.5, and syringes are down by half a second. So healing is faster. Supports lost their little double heal, which I'm very happy about. So no more sitting in zone until round 3 when the countdown comes. Hooray, yippee. And the crawl speed was increased by 70 or 86%. 86. So almost double. So think about it, it's almost as fast as Newcastle Fast Res. It might be a little slower. It is faster. Yes. It's a little too fast. I think they might tune it down a little cuz 86% is almost walking speed if you think about it. These are I'm not super sure how it'll go. Imagine, well, because maybe they changed how when you're holding your shield, how fast you turn too. But who knows? We will find out. Legend changes. The fun stuff. Assault got reworked a lot. Kind of go one by one. Stowed reload. Very weird thing to add when you have gold mags into the game and you're not getting rid of them. So Bangalore now becomes the best assault because now you can just run around and auto reload at the same time while getting shot at. That doesn't count battle surge. We'll get to that. You can get specific slots for grenades. So think about it. We have stowed reload for everybody, where you can ballistic, I think will be the best for stowed reload, if I'm being honest, because of the sling. You have combat reserve for fuse, which means you have 4 grenades in a slot that doesn't fit in your backpack. It is a completely free slot. And then you have battle surge, which is gonna be I don't know how I feel about it. I think the reason they added the 2 grenade slots to assault is so that people actually run grenades. Because I think a lot of people I know I drop grenades for free slots a lot. So I think they're just trying to make people run more grenades. Just like Lord Shaxx in Destiny says, you need more grenades. Battle Surge, I think, might get tweaked. But when you crack an enemy, you get a temporary speed boost, faster reloads, and it highlights the target. So Bangalore will get a with her passive walls, another speed boost, and a faster reload at the same time. So mouse and keyboard bang and mouse and keyboard Maggie will be crazy. Fuck Ash. We'll get to that later. I don't think Ash will be good for comp. We will get into it later. It's just a personal opinion. We'll get to that with the with the tier list. Speed boost doesn't stack? We don't know. I would assume so because they're 2 different things. It's kind of like when you're stacking buffs in other games. If they're different things, but I think they thought of that and they'd probably be smart about it. Extended time? Probably. I think that would be a very good change. I think that'd be amazing. Ash buffs. She has 2 charges on her ult and it goes farther, which is cool. I think that's like the best thing that they did. It's a perk. It doesn't matter. 2 charges is phenomenal. I think that is the best thing they could have done because her portal before was not super good. because Wraith could do the same thing. You have Valk rotate, Evax. Her Q was pretty good, but I feel like her kit just was very underwhelming. And if you're playing Ashe on Edge, purple is easy because you just have the Evo caches everywhere. The tether change I think is good because instead of the tether teleporting across a room, it stays in one spot, which is great. Then we have the Omni movement. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 shit. Alice, that makes sense, actually. The tether. So when you throw a tether right now, the center of the tether will move to the person that it first hits. And it makes the circle around that. But now the tether will fly, and when it hits a person, it will stop, and the center of the tether will not stick to that person. So just making it, I think that's just more of a quality of life thing. Something very minor. We have Ash Pub movement. That's all I really have to say about that for now. I say minor because you have two other big things, but I think the tether change where yes, it moves 3 feet, just making it set its center, I think is very small compared to everything else. It's not like they completely reworked it. On to ballistic, because ballistic is not played enough, I guess. Which I don't even know much about these. I don't play him. Integrated sling and dual attack charges into the base kit. And the sling, I think that this needs to get removed from the game because that's the only one I've actually seen. Rain is such an Ash hater. I used to be an Ash main. I used to main Ash. Traitor? Is Whistler gets 2 charges base, so you get a free disable and free 50 damage if you force people. Ah, okay, that makes a lot more sense. That's cool. That's sweet, actually. But you say infinite Kraber with the sling. Just think about infinite PKs. The PK will do 136 damage this season. 136. If you were to hit all pellets, it's like the old pump from Fortnite, like Fortnite Season 1. Think of it like that. It hits you like that. They put the OG Fortnite pump and the Mastiff into one gun. And they said, yeah, let's put that in the care package. Support class, move, heal expert. I brought that up earlier. Now we're on to everybody's favorite game mode out there. Ranked! Ranked! Oh my goodness. Hashtag kill ballistic 2025. He should have died years ago. He's an old man. Don't worry, one day there's gonna be a story of the Outlands, it's gonna be a present day, and it's just gonna be ballistic having a heart attack. from old age. He's gonna fall over. It's been a year since the last story of the Outlands. We gotta do something. Come on, EA. Yes, EA, this is a joke. But I don't like Ballistic. I think he's a stupid character. I mean, hey, they did do Forge at a news conference, and Revenant killed him. Just saying. Some of the best marketing they ever did for season 4. Okay. They blew up my PC when I complained while playing Dragon Age, and that's why it got 24% less revenue than they were expecting. Um, Ranked. I don't know why they did this. They removed the level account requirement and replaced them with these random challenges. What are these challenges? I don't know. What I can tell you is that all of the weapon mastery challenges are different. There's new stuff. I do know that change, but I don't know the ranked ones. Do 1500 damage. 1500 damage is goofy. A cheater can do that in one game. I think this was shown in the anti-cheat update. I was trying to think of the word. Showing where your hidden MMR is, which is supposed to be a lot of games keep that a very big secret. What your hidden MMR is in a public lobby, not just your rank. Valve is very known for this. Call of Duty is very notorious for it. League of Legends, yes. Should have kept it level 50 and added the challenges. I agree. 100%. Yeah, because it's gonna be a little weird. They might change it because they do that. They might change it to that. I think that'd be one of the things I would they're definitely looking into. Mythic weapons. This is all pubs, mind you. This is pubs. So you will not see the mythic R301 in ranked. Or sorry, in yeah, it's only pubs. So no private matches like ALGS. So no normal pubs? Yes, there are normal pubs. It's just the mythic weapons with the Rampart style care pack. Because yeah, the different perks, like Zona said. This is a skin? No, there are 3 alternate versions of the R301. One of them heals your teammates. The other, I think, has increased headshot damage or something. I don't have it right in front of me. Um, but I do know one of them heals your teammates, which is pretty cool. It's a green, red, and purple, I think. Probably find a picture of it. But there is a mythic R301 skin that you can earn. Because I think that's it's the reactive R301 skin, but they just added it into pubs saying, "Oh yeah, there's these cool guns you can have in this special new care package that you can do or you can get, and it has those special R301s in them." which is pretty cool. I think that's an interesting change, but it's EA where they just add more skins to the game and hope you buy them. I think it's a pretty cool first edition. Here's the rest. This is the milestone event, which has the R301 Mythic skin. It is 36 items, heirloom shards as a reward for the first time. Publicly available heirloom shards where you don't have to open 500 packs to get them, which I think is cool. They're just trying to get more people to play the game, but definitely a very cool incentive to play the event and try and get all the items. There's a tracker now? Shit. That's sick. That's sweet. I don't know why they didn't do that in the past. Do you think they did this to make skins for heirlooms? In what way? To make money? I mean, that's the goal at the end of the day is to make money. You have the Katars with the recolors. You have Wraith's Kunai. There will definitely be more. Bloodhound. The 100% there will be more. Crypto and Rev do. I know Bang does. Yep, the pickle. The pickle knife. I only have Horizon's heirloom because I don't spend too much money on this game. They introduced a modified model for Wraith Kunai. So a third one, a third Wraith heirloom would be crazy. And that's before Catalyst heirloom for a few heirlooms that we need. Mythic weapon charms and mythic stickers. They're making an Arcstar skin. There's an Arcstar skin. So you got your wish. What you doing when you get stuck by the $500 Gucci arc? But next thing, as we can talk about that, more ranked changes for better matchmaking. There are things there that are not public yet. I don't think. Zona, are those things public yet? Has that been leaked? It's not public. I can't say anything about it. Okay, since it's not public, I can't tell you, but it's pretty cool. I think it'll be very nice. Very, very good for the game. They're actually fixing it. They're actually fixing things. Let's be real here. The new rank challenges, as I said up there before. And that's it for all of this because that's all I could find without the patch notes. That's like publicly available information when I type this. New stuff keeps coming out. I can't update things because I'm at work. These were like the very, very big things that I saw. Do you have Zona, do you have the I think you sent it to me already, but do you have the damage things? So I don't know if we sent it in our DMs or not. I'm looking. No, it's not. Okay. Here are all the changes to all the guns in the game. This is all of them. And then we do the tier list, which I already have made. I have the tier list made, but we're gonna do the weapon changes first. R9 is on the ground, yes. PK's in care pack. L-Star got a 2 damage bonus. I thought it was only 1. A lot of these guns are getting +2. Rampage got +4. P20 +3. Nemi +1. Alternator +2. Havoc +2. Devotion, I think, is the only one that stayed the same. And charge rifle, sentinel, longbow. Kraber got increased to 150. Well, the devotion outkills the R9 because the devotion notes is it's at max fire rate. So it's at the fastest it can go. Same thing with like PK Purple Bolt, Rampage Thermite being used, P20 Akimbo, and everything like that. Sentinel lost its hop up as well. Just to let all of you know. So you can't fire it super fast. Do we know the headshot multipliers? No, we do not. We do not know the changes to the headshot damage yet. Yeah, and the ones that have the slashes are the burst guns. There's a leak that Kraber does. 219, I don't know. It's because it has 3 bullets that come out. Fucking Zona. What are the care package guns? It should be. It's R9 out, PK in. That's it. Bow. The bow is still in the care package. Yes, it was shown in the thing in the trailer. I don't know why they did that. They were probably testing something. PK Infinite. PK Infinite ammo is going to be very fun in pubs. Yeah, fishy. It can do that from for shotguns too. It's like the Eva 8 with all of its pellets. It counts how many hits the pellets do, not the shot, because you're only shooting 1 shot and 8 hits. There was a game I played in scrims where I had 560 shots and 700 hits. It's somewhere, but yes, it's because of the stat line of how many pellets hit. It's grabbing it directly from the stats of the game. But we also have let me switch over to it. The tier list that might might be a little hot, but I think this is partially personal, partially looking at statistics. I also have a few comps that I like that I think could be good, but who knows with legend bands and the actual patch notes. Here's the tier list. Anything in F right now, I would not consider playing in comp. I wouldn't. And you can ask any questions about where anybody is, and I'll answer to the best of my ability. Have I considered Ash Crypto? I have, because an EU team tried playing it, and they thought they were good, and it really wasn't. Ash Crypto Vantage. Yeah. I've it's there's also been there's been Ash Crypto, Ash Revenant, Crypto Revenant with Newcastle. It's not fun. It's not. They're playing wrong. Well, they almost made LAN, so I don't know. They didn't use Ash too well. So S tier. The reason Catalyst is easily one of the, if not the best character in the game to play in comp right now. Easily. And it's not even close. She does so much. More than Newcastle, more than Rampart, more than Gibby. There's also that tweet. But the reason like I have Newcastle so low on S tier and Rampart and A tier is I think too many teams right now, basically every team, runs Newcastle Rampart or Newcastle Gibby, and they don't realize how much they are crutching on the random pieces of cover they're making for themselves. And when they realize that they can't do it anymore, they realize how bad they actually are because they're not getting shot at and taking all the damage they're supposed to be because they have an 800 health wall saving them from getting shot at. That's the reasoning for where Newcastle and Rampart are. Fuse because of the grenades and being able to hit ring console. There's a lot of comps that can be run around Fuse. You don't have to run Catalyst with Fuse. You can run something more edge. It'd be very cool. Maggie, you can break Bubble and Newcastle with Ball now. So Maggie is back. Very, very back. As John Respawn intended. Sadly, Maggie Q still gets destroyed by the electrified wall. I think a lot of teams are going to go for Cat Fuse Newcastle next season. Why is Wraith up there? Because Wraith is cool. because Wraith is cool. You could say the same thing about why Seer is up there, but Seer is an actual usable character in comp. People just don't know how to play him right. Is it worth to have one support? Yes, because the healing. The healing after res, Newcastle and Gibby are just good. The only issue I have with Newcastle and Gibby is fights take way too long. Gibby is just annoying with his ult changes too. I put Watson up a little higher because I think when like let's say with the legend bans, Catalyst gets banned because it's the most played character. You have Fuse and you have Ring Console. For the zone teams, I think APAC will see a lot of Watson Valk meta. I think Watson Valk Newcastle, Watson Valk Bang. It'll be very, very, very cool to see what funny things APAC will do and what NA will do. Valk is still a very good pick, very used in APAC. That was shown in champs. Valk is still very good. Crypto off meta manifesting. Crypto is just mid right now compared to every other legend in comp. Crypto is cool though. Loba is down in B tier instead of A tier because of the ult changes. Her ult's back down to 50% off drop instead of 99. APAC will sure prio. Yeah. I mean, they ran one of my favorite comps, Crypto Watson Valk, a long time ago. This was back in Seer meta. Ashe, I have in B because I just don't think her kit is good for comp. I don't. I think the ult charges are cool. I think they're awesome. But when you have all these other comps that are so much better, I don't see the use of playing Ashe. Newcastle, all of these, Newcastle's hybrid, Gibby's hybrid, Rampart is hybrid, Cat is hybrid, Fuse is, Bang is more edge, Maggie is edge, Valk is hybrid. You have all these other comps that you can try that Ashe just is not as good of using in that situation. That's kind of my opinion of what I think Ashe will be like next season. I'll absolutely try her in a scrim. For sure. I will because I'm curious. But I just don't think it'll be as good. Because you already know someone's going to try and pull out ballistic and comp and it's not going to work. How the legend ban go? Most played legend per game gets banned and you can't use it for the rest of the series. So like let's say there's also the situation where let's say every controller gets banned. The first controller legend that gets banned gets unbanned. And that. What Zona said. I mean, if you want us to try legend bands, I don't, but it would be terrible because it's not an automated process, right? How can you not automate that? For PL, I mean, yeah, they have their ways, and LAN has their separate client. I never worry. I keep going to the wrong one. Mirage is Mirage. Please don't play Mirage in comp. I'm begging you. That's all I'm gonna say. Seer, my beloved. Um, I think Seer is very, very good if you know how to use him. Gives a lot of pressure. Gives a lot of teams pressure when you have a Seer anchor. At you next time for what? Is Space Denial as a concept seems like something you should consider. Try playing Ash. Yeah. Um, Wraith. I don't know why I put her in C tier. I'm gonna keep it real. I made this at like 3 a.m. It's the only one I'm like, I wasn't really sure where to put her. I think Wraith is cool, but just not good yet. I'm hoping the patch notes will maybe shed some light on some things. If Wraith is C tier, Pathy is C tier. Pathy's grapple is 30 seconds long. Pathy is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Energize Zip sucks now because they don't have the 50% anymore. It's just Pathy is not usable in any way, shape, or form. Lifeline has her dome and her healing. I think it's still pretty good. Caustic, if you know how to play him, try it. I won't judge you. It saw some light at champs and it worked out a little. Caustic works if you're the only caustic and you transport him to zone. Exactly. Do Gibby Caustic Catalyst? Never suggest that comp again. Someone's gonna run it. Someone's gonna run it. That'd be a crazy Stormpoint comp. Repeat that comp. I said Catalyst, Gibby, Caustic. Gibby for the Dome and Tridents. Caustic because Caustic, and Catalyst because Catalyst. Loba Octane Revenant. Respectfully leave. Cat Seer Caustic? Yes. Yes. I love seeing Seer comps. A lot. Seer comps are very, very good. If I see any of you playing Revtane in women's circuits, I will give you low prio. Despise that comp. I will give you low prio for like 3 days, maybe longer. Like Revtane is just no. It was cool. It was cool back in, however long ago. Write that down in the rules. No, that's just my rule. I might though, because I am rewriting the low prio rules. I'm just busy with trialing and PSQs and everything where I don't really have too much time to do women's circuit stuff right now. Can't wait for someone to Maggie Conduit Bangalore. I don't think Conduit's super good in comp right now. I have seen Octane, Conduit Octane, and someone else. Saw that in CCs or in BLGS. I think Horizon Catalyst Newcastle will still be a comp. That is my conning comp is zone algo where? Okay. Zone algorithm with the information that I have been given, there isn't too much yet. And obviously I can't leak anything. But pretty much zone zone players rejoice. Zone gamers rejoice. You will be able to read zone easier. You will be able to actually this is what they said. This is what they said. As long as the zone isn't like Fortnite, I'm good. I like reading my zones, but I think what they're trying to do is a lot of teams suck at reading zone. Terrible. I have seen some crazy guesses. I have some crazy women's comp ones too. Not gonna lie. I do. I still have the zone screenshot saved where there have been 0 teams in zone. Let me see if I can find one. But the zone algorithm is just going to be easier. Not what these champs one were with the counter polling bullshit. That was the worst. Here's one example. No one predicted that zone except for one team. What changes? I just told you the changes. The zone's going to be easier to read. That's pretty much all we know right now. Zone's just going to be better, higher quality zones. On Tuesday, I will be sitting in a custom game for about you know, 8 hours probably watching zones. Let me see if I have what zone it will look more like. I'm not super sure though. I don't think I have any. Everyone thought the zone was full because we gate kept everyone. Well, yeah, but no one else knows how to rotate south. There's one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams on the west side of zone that don't need to be there. If I remember. Can't remember who won that zone. There was one like that where Create Death won it. It was almost the same exact zone. But I think a lot of they're trying to change the zone algorithm because, I mean, they've been messing up a lot. Have we gone through everything? Yes, yes, yes. Map rotations. I said map rotations and wasn't specific. PSQs is World's Edge Storm Point. What are the other ones? I don't have the thing in front of me. Zona, can you post that? Like the pub. Do you have the pub rotation? It's Kings Canyon, Olympus. Where are arenas? There is no arenas. You were tricked. There's no arenas. There never was. Yeah, arenas won't be coming back for most likely a very long time. Yes, Kings Canyon, Olympus, Storm Point. Two of those maps are gigantic W's. Almost all three. Olympus is 50-50. Yes, Broken Moon Year 5. Throwback to another zone. I used to have more, but I deleted half of my screenshots because I needed space on my hard drive. Zona, you got me into Broken Moon because of that. Me sitting there in a lobby all the time. I don't think any map is getting any like map changes yet. E District just needs better rotations. Some of the bottlenecks are really bad. Yeah, exactly. Too much bottlenecking. Broken Moon, it's just too much open space. Bottlenecking is bad as well. So what if we brought back Skulltown and Thunderwatch? And Casey Comp would be great again. Nah. That map rotation is for pubs. Oh, Three Strikes is back too. For the people that didn't know, Three Strikes is back. Don't know when, but it is back. Split 1 ends March 25th. Season ends in May. Three Strikes 25th of February. Thank you. I didn't know the date. There's a new game mode called Mystery Legends, which is probably just going to be you get picked a random legend and good luck, have fun. Yeah, Apex Roulette, literally. But I don't know if it'll give you multiple, like, let's say, yeah, 3 cryptos. Any women's circuits questions or new season questions, but the women's circuits ones first. Does Ash Q work point blank? Probably not. Let's be real. It's EA. It's Respawn. We're not doing legend bans here. Too much. Unless it's an act. Unless it does it automatically. If it does it automatically, I'll try it. That too. I mean, hey, I could just make it easy and give the team low prio if they play if they play a banned legend. Boom, you can't play the next 3 scrims. Surprise. Scrims are intended for end zone practice and for trying things. Any other questions? This could be practically any question. Is the scrim bot implemented? Zona did answer that. Yes, it is. Kind of. When we mean zones will be easier to read, we literally mean they will be easier to read. Counter polls will probably be more easier to see. So it'll still be RNG, but reading zone will actually be a skill, not RNG. Reading zones, yes, was already a skill, but with the latest zone implementations, it was no longer a skill because it was RNG. Because the counter polls were too much. Lumi gonna have to take me back. He's still LFT. He's still LFT. I'll link it. It's here. I did. Give you back counsel, apply for it. Oh, yeah, we haven't finished the I forgot about that. Yeah, we have to redo the application thing.
Yeah.
But when we do,
So
just reapply, and we'll
we're
figure it
gonna
out from
have
there.
an Apex Council and a Rivals Council, and you cannot be on both. Just as a heads up. We want different eyes and ears on both sides.
Yeah, GG's. Get cooked. That is why I specifically said you have to do either
Yep.
Apex or Rivals. I
Yep.
tried to make that pretty clear.
No, Kipsy. Well, if we don't have any more questions, I see Emerald still typing, so. Or was typing.
Tickets are a thing too, or you can ping one of us.
Do not DM me.
Don't DM Zona, because people, for some reason, after I made the announcement of not to DM Zona, 6 people went and did it
Yep.
within an hour or something like that. So,
I will not
yeah.
respond, Maple. I'm telling you right now. I will probably not respond. Yes, you can
And
also
when the patch notes do go live, which will probably be
Monday.
Monday, like how I don't get why they do that. Um, I'll probably just make an announcement. I might sit in a VC and look at them, but I'll be busy reading the patch notes.
Also, yes, you can also ping Eliza. She is one of our returning mods, actually, since all of the changes and everything. So, you can DM, not DM, you can ping the three of us, you can DM Rain. Not entirely sure if Eliza will let you DM her. I'm sure she is very nice in that aspect, so she'll probably say, yep, there it is. But, yeah. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feedback regarding to anything, it's honestly easiest to just make a ticket so then all of us can see it at once. Then we don't have to go back and forth. Makes our lives a little bit easier. All you have to do is press a button to open the ticket.
And if you don't ping me, I will not see it. I will tell you this now, because sometimes people will say my name but not ping me.
Yeah.
But don't ping me like for something super duper duper small. Just make a ticket for it, because I work a job now. So
Either way, tickets we would prefer first. And then you can go about tagging us or DMing one of them. Not me, one of them.
you have no more bats? Okay, well my IGL call there would be stop peeking.
Real.
And I would have told you to stop peeking.
Real. Alright. Well, thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. Good luck next season. Scrim Scrims will be Tuesday, Thursday. We'll have Rivals Monday, Wednesday. That will open tomorrow at 1. At 3 Eastern. Sorry, it's 1 for me. Um Love you guys so much. Appreciate you being here.
Do you drop you ammo? I probably wouldn't, because I'd shoot it all.